Connecting. Hopefully it's not going to be too slow. Hey, 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 beautifuls! I am finally here. I know some of you have been waiting for this for all morning, basically, and I do admit I've had some technical challenges, and keeping fingers crossed, the streaming will be uninterrupted and not too slow. So I want to announce officially the welcome of the 30-day challenge that we're going to do today. And basically, what I want to share with you today is how this is going to go down. Okay, so today I'm announcing this in the group, but all the training will be inside of the membership site. So those of you who are in my paid coaching program, you have access to the membership site, which is outside Facebook. And if you haven't managed to log in or you don't know how to access that, then send me a private message and I will get you sorted today. Okay? So all these lessons will be added to the membership site, and today I'm only going to share the kick-off celebration with you to sort of explain how this is going to go down. So we're kicking off today, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of a slide presentation in a minute. And every single lesson for the rest of the 30-day challenge will be added to the membership site. There will be a separate section called 30-day online course creation challenge. And inside that section, you will have all the lessons so you can work your way through it. Now, I'm rolling this course out as we go along. So over the next 30 days, every day, there will be new lessons for you, and there will be homework. You can bring the homework into the group here. You can tag me, and you can get your feedback from me. So if you need clarification on naming your course, which we'll do towards the end of the week, and if you need help with any of the stuff that we're going through, then obviously the idea is for you to come here into the group and to ask me and get my feedback and get my help. You can, of course, also get the feedback from everyone else in the group, which is great because a lot of you have your ideal clients are women in business, and you know we're surrounded by women in business here in the group. So this is great because you can kind of validate your course and your ideas through the group here as well, which is going to give you lots and lots of feedback. So what we're going to do today, I want to talk about, I want to bust some myths and belief systems and help you break down the resistance that's going to come up as part of doing this challenge. Because everything that we do in business, there's always resistance coming up. We have, you know, doubt, we have imposter syndrome rearing its ugly head, and we're going to hit the wall at some stage or another. And I want you to be very, very clear because we're all in this together. This is happening to all of us at some stage. And the number one thing you need to do when you create this online course and going through the 30-day challenge is I want you to get very clear on the reasons why you're doing this course, okay? Why are you creating this course? Why is it so important for you? Because once you get clear on your why, it makes it simpler to get through the challenges. Because as long as you remember your why, then you can deal with any challenge that comes through. So maybe your why is to create residual income streams, or to help your family pay the bills, or to just leverage your brilliance and your expertise so that you have something that you can actually sell aside from being, reduced to only selling via one-on-one services. So get super clear. And now what I want you to do is, I want you to think about your why after you watch this video and really get clear on that. And then I want you to write it on a post-it note and stick it next to your computer on the wall. So wherever you're working, stick it on the wall behind your computer and look at it every time you struggle to go through this course, and actually you start to make excuses why you can't do the lessons and why you can't do the homework, because trust me, this stuff is going to come up for you. All right, so if you don't have a wall behind your laptop, then stick it on the table next to your laptop or next to your computer, so you're super clear on what's going on and why you're actually doing this. So one of the reasons why you want to create an online course, so let's look at some of the myths, what the belief systems that we have. One of the reasons why you want to make this and actually go through this challenge is an online course gives you the ability to scale your business. Okay, once you have that online course there, you can scale your business to whatever level you want, because once the training is online, it is there for the world to see, and you can sell it over and over and over again. The most important part of this is you can stop trading time for money, because right now most of you trade time for money, which means unless somebody pays you to serve them one-on-one, you have to invest time, right? People pay you money, you give them a service, but it is very time consuming. Whatever you're offering, you don't have to be a business coach, you can be any service provider. At the moment, most of you are trading time for money. And if you want to stop that, you need to have something that you can sell without having to be physically be present to actually deliver that thing. I am selling you this course by being present here right now and by being present while I create the training. But once this course is in the membership site, I can sell this again and again and again, and I do not have to be present to sell it, right? I don't have to exchange my time for selling the course. It happens automatically, and that's the beauty of having online courses. You can leverage your brilliance. An online course helps you to leverage your brilliance. You're no longer related or reduced to having to do it while you actually coach people over Zoom, or you physically write something for them, or you design a website, or whatever you do. You can teach people how to do it for themselves, and that's the beauty of it. You do this once and then you're done. Yes, once you have your course online and it's all done, you probably want to go back at some stage and make some of the lessons better. Maybe you want to go and improve the workbooks, if you have workbooks or checklists or whatever. That is fine, but the bulk of the work will be done over the next 30 days. And then it's there and it's done, right? And there's beauty in that, because it gives you incredible freedom. Which brings me to the next point, which is that online courses or an online course can give you lifestyle freedom. Because if you can sell it over and over again, then you have that lifestyle freedom, because you can go and play with your children, with your grandchildren, and the course is selling without you having to do anything for it. Yes, you got to sell it obviously, but once that's done, it's done, and that's beauty, right? I mean, that's the freedom that we can all have. An online course will help you create a legacy, right? Because, I don't have children. So my legacy that I'm creating is rolling out my various programs and courses. My Persuasion Accelerator is a legacy. That's all the knowledge and the wisdom and the skills and everything that I have packaged into an online course. So I don't have to be physically present to deliver this information. So this becomes, part of my legacy. If I'm no longer here, that course will continue to impact people all around the world without me having to be there and actually deliver that. So if you want to create a legacy for your grandchildren or for your children, or even just for yourself, that's a great way to do it. And the other thing you can do, once you have your course ready and it's packaged up and ready to sell, you can actually scale your business a lot faster. And when you scale, you can forecast your income. Because once you use paid advertising, like Facebook ads, you can and you know your figures, you know your numbers, you can then forecast your income, because you can say it's going to cost me X amount of dollars to sell one course. So you know that if you invest X amount of dollars on the front end, because of your conversion rate is X, and you're going to sell that many courses, then you can basically know how much money you want to invest to make X amount of money on the back end. And that's being able to forecast your income. And this is really, really exciting. And especially if you know your customer number, right? I know my customer number because X amount of people have bought my courses and my programs and my coaching program. So I know that a customer is worth X amount of dollars to me. And if I want to get more customers, I also know I can spend X amount of dollars to make that much money on the back end. So there's lots and lots of power for you that you don't even realize right now. So let's bust some of the myths that you probably have. So you probably think right now that you've got to create your entire course before you can sell it. No, right? Take it from me. I have created online courses since 2011-ish, right? And I have never created an entire course before I've sold it. I've sold this course before I put the first lesson together. This is the first lesson, okay? So you want to make sure that you understand that you do not have to create the entire course. So part of what we're doing this entire month is to actually conceptualize your course, and then you start putting together your first module. Your first module is usually your first week's worth of content. And then you start selling your course. And then as you sell the course, you create the rest of your course. And you bring people in before you have the entire course done. And yes, that can be very scary. You're probably freaking out and you're going, oh my God, how can I do that? I don't even know how to put it together. This is the whole point of doing this 30-day challenge, right? I'm going to walk you through how you're actually going to do that. And as long as you follow along and you do the work every day, you're gonna do just fine, okay? And I want you to make sure that you're not going to fall back into your perfectionism self as well. So the other myth, most women believe that it takes too much time to create a course. And you're probably sitting there going, oh, I don't know whether I have time, I'm so busy. Remember your why. If your why is big enough, you're going to find the time. That's the key. If it's not important for you, you're going to make excuses. So if you find your why and you make it important enough and you make this a no-brainer and non-negotiable, yes, it has to be done, then you're going to find the time, no matter how busy you are. Okay? So this is between you and your why. I don't know what your why is. My why is that it pays me a residual income. So the short-term pain is worth the long-term gain. Because once this is done, it is done. Remember? You're probably thinking also that it's too expensive and complicated. It doesn't have to be expensive. I'm actually going to share with you how you can put your course together without spending hundreds of dollars for expensive software, right? And the complication will be eliminated or at least reduced by showing you some of the techie tricks and tips that I use to put courses together. So I'm going to share with you a few different ways that you can actually put your course up. There are online applications that give you ready-made course portals, and they cost a little bit more, but in return you don't have to spend the headaches of actually doing the techie stuff. But if you want to save money and do it cheaper, I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay? So don't fret yet. The tech is scary and I hate it. Yes, I know many of you do. Many of you hate the techie stuff. I don't. I love it. I thrive on solving problems and going through techie hurdles. So I can definitely show you how to sort of reduce the pain of that. So please do not make the tech an excuse not to do this work. Follow through, work with me, and you will get done. Okay? The biggest myth that most of you believe right now is that you need to be famous and have all the answers before you can sell your course. No, you just need to be an expert on your subject matter. You don't have to be famous and you don't have to have any expertise. As long as you're an expert on the subject matter, you can put a course together about anything out there, right? You're the expert. You have brilliance. It's your genius zone, and this is what you want to teach in your online course. Now, beware. Please don't think that once your course is done, everybody will buy it. Now, I see so many of you thinking that, once you put a website out there, everybody will come and flock to your website and you're going to have massive momentum. No. No. This is why I put together the first 3 units in this group that have nothing to do with this course. We've done that already, right? So if you don't know how to generate momentum and sales and kickstart sales, you need to go through the training in the units here in this group, okay? Because it tells you how to do that organically without spending money on advertising. If you don't master organic marketing, you do not want to spend money on advertising, okay? Because you're only going to elevate the problems in your funnel, in your client attraction funnel. And I talk about this over and over and over again in the Persuasion Accelerator. So understand that you need to promote your course. You need to sell your course. And it's not something you do once during this 30-day challenge and then be done with it and hope that everyone will flock to your course. This is something that you bake into your organic marketing over and over and over again. Okay, the more you get comfortable selling, which is basically serving your audience and giving them what they want, the more you will sell. But if you're deadly afraid of selling and you still think that selling is icky, then honestly, you haven't gone through the Persuasion Accelerator, or you've just joined us and you need to go through the Persuasion Accelerator at some stage in the future. Selling is serving, and if you're not serving, then you are actually stealing your ideal clients from an opportunity to solve their problems. So you have an obligation to sell, because that's what you're in business for. And if you're not selling, then you have no business being in business, because really, what are you doing? You need to be selling over and over and over again. And that's not just pitching. I'll teach you exactly how to do that nicely without being in your face, without being icky, without being sleazy in the unit training, the foundational organic marketing training that you find in the units here in the group. So if you haven't gone through those, make sure you do at some stage. But yes, you need to sell your course, otherwise it's not going to happen. So what I want you to do now is to make a declaration of promise to yourself, right? I want you to write this out and I want you to post it here in the group. You can, tweak it, but I want you to say something like that. I, put your name, declare to create my online course over the next 30 days without resorting to perfectionism and doubt. I see you. I am letting myself be guided by this 30-day challenge and promise to do the best I can every single day to bring this to completion. And my course will help my audience escape the pain. I promise to sell my course with inspired motivation and joy, because I will be proud of my new creation. So write out this declaration. You take a screen share or a screenshot right now, and then you write it out and you paste it into the group so I can see it, okay? And at some stage later this afternoon, go into the online membership site for a welcome video. I will upload this video as well, and I will upload another video either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, so you can keep kickstarting this 30-day challenge. So if you have any questions or anything is unclear, let me know in the comments. But honestly, ladies, this is an opportunity for you to finally get your course done and to stop fretting about having to trade time for money every single time. This is an amazing opportunity. Utilize it. You will not regret this if you go through it. And if you make excuses, remember your why needs to be big enough to go through this without fault, okay? So thank you so much for being part of this challenge. If you have any questions, let me know, but I look forward to guiding you and helping you to go through this challenge. This is exciting.